Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Doreen Moracha. I'm the founder of I Am a Beautiful Story and a HIV and AIDS advocate, using my lived experience with HIV to create awareness, to advocate for prevention, treatment, care, stigma, you name it. I do advocacy around HIV and AIDS, and this is my beautiful YouTube channel where I produce new videos every Friday around lifestyle, travel, and more specifically, HIV and AIDS and sexual reproductive health and rights. Today, I have a new video, but before we get into the video, my glasses are from La Paix Kenya. I am one of the brand ambassadors. Please follow La Paix Kenya on social media and do not forget to use my code. My code is MORA. If you use my code, you get a discount. Shine your eyes, shine your eyes. Anyway, today I want us to talk about the COVID-19 vaccine and HIV. And we are specifically going to use a lived experience, which is my mother's lived experience. But before we do that, please subscribe, leave a nice comment and like this video, and please reach the very end of the video because nice stuff you're going to leave it at the very end. So please shine your eyes, do not leave at the middle. So I'm removing them because the ring light is reflecting on the glasses and I don't like it. So last I don't know how many videos ago, or rather it was last month or last month, but I said I was going to take the COVID-19 vaccine, and I have not taken it yet because one, I have been very busy. Two, I am looking for a time where I will be able to handle the side effects, because I don't want to take a vaccine while I am on the run, or while I am walking, or while I am, up and down, and then I cannot handle the side effects. So I am going to take the COVID-19 vaccine. But I want to start this video with a question. Why do you think it has taken so long, 40 years to be specific, for us to get a HIV vaccine, but we got the COVID vaccine in less than 2 years? Please let me know what you think, or rather let me know your thoughts about this question, and kindly leave a comment on the comment section answering this particular question. Why do you think that it took us over 40 years for us to start human trial on the HIV vaccine, which actually started, and Kenya is one of the countries that is being used, but it has taken less than 2 years for us to get the COVID-19 vaccine? So as I said, I am here to get the COVID-19 vaccine. I was waiting for Pfizer. Pfizer sounds like the bougie, cool kid vaccines, and then AstraZeneca is like the second one. But then somebody told me AstraZeneca is among the best, so I have to take AstraZeneca. But we have the Pfizer, we have Moderna, we have Johnson & Johnson, we have AstraZeneca. There is another one, I do not know its name. That are two actually that I do not know their name, because I think they're from China or Japan. Yeah. So my mom took the COVID-19 vaccine. She took her first jab in May, and then she took her second jab in August. The reason why she actually took the second jab was because my father got COVID. You're also going to see my father's story on his COVID survival and the stigma and all that, but that is a video for another day. And I got to sit her down and ask her what she feels about the COVID-19 vaccine, how she felt, what were the side effects, what would be done better, how has the COVID-19 response been according to her, who is a local person. What does she feel should be done better in improving the COVID-19 response in our country? And you will get to hear from her. Please understand her English. She is a retired teacher. Do not start bothering her, okay? When did you get the first first of all, are you vaccinated?
Yes.
Fully vaccinated?
Fully vaccinated. The first vaccination, I got it in April, when I was preparing to go for marking a national examination. So I knew I was going to get in contact with people from all over Kenya. Yes.
So which vaccine were you vaccinated with? AstraZeneca, Moderna, Pfizer?
I think the first one you say.
AstraZeneca.
Yes.
Okay, so what were the side effects?
The side effects were not very severe, but they made me to lose appetite. I was fatigued. I bit of diarrhea for about 2-3 days. Then I recovered.
This was the first vaccine or the second one?
The first vaccine. Yes.
Can you say that it was easily accessible?
No, because I had to travel to the sub-district hospital, that is Orotok. That's where I got it. At first, I went to Kimana, which is level 3. They told me they have never received. Then I proceeded. They told me maybe you can get it at Orotok. That's when I traveled there and I was vaccinated. Yes.
As a person living with HIV, can you say that it is safe for people to get vaccinated, especially people living with HIV?
Yes, I can say it is because you are a person living with HIV. You know, your immunity is not very strong.
Yeah.
So if COVID-19 attacks you, then it is attacking a very soft area, and you expect it to be weakened. That's why you must be vaccinated. So I advise all people living with HIV to go for the vaccine. And this idea of people saying that exaggerating about the side effects, they are not very severe. Yeah, they are there, but they're not very severe.
Or even they differ from person to person.
It varies from one person to another.
Okay, so for, I don't know, have you met people who are living with HIV or who already got COVID-19, who already got the virus?
Not really, because I have not gone out to talk to people, and since we started taking drugs from nearby since Corona time, I saw it's not easy for me to meet those people.
But with your experience and with you being vaccinated, do you feel like now you are safer? And if you, like, God forbid, but if you get COVID-19, you are going to be at a place where your fighting chances are better?
Yes, I can say I am far much better than anybody who has not been vaccinated. Why I'm telling you that is because here is me who is living with HIV positive. And then my husband has contracted COVID-19, but I was not attacked.
Yeah.
And the first week when he was sick, I did not know it was COVID-19.
Yeah.
We stayed for around 9 days, not knowing. I thought it was just normal fever, normal sugar problems or diabetes. But later on, now when I was referred to go to a district hospital, it is when I came to realize it was COVID-19. And now I do not have that fear because I knew I had been vaccinated. Yeah, so I was free to even attend to him. Yes.
Attend to him with safety measures, of course.
Yes.
Now, what I can ask you about the vaccine in itself, did you disclose your HIV status before you were vaccinated?
Yes, I asked them because I feared about the side effects which people were just talking without knowing. So I had to ask that nurse. I asked her, I'm HIV positive. Is it going to affect me in any way? He told me, you are doing the right thing. Yes.
So you were not discriminated or stigmatized because you disclosed your status?
No, nobody has discriminated. Let me tell you, with this discrimination and the stigma, it is in Corona and the people around. Yes. But with the HIV, me, I don't, even if somebody discriminates me, and they don't even talk about these days. People have forgotten about HIV, they are talking about Corona. If somebody, a friend of you, sees you and runs away because he knows you had a patient who was Corona positive, then Corona is worse than HIV.
So let me ask you, do you feel it's unfair that now that we have a COVID-19 vaccine in less than 2 years and we have had HIV for over 40 years and there is no vaccine?
It is not fair because if they can find a vaccine for corona, I think they can also find a vaccine for HIV.
Yeah.
So it's not fair. They leaving people to be taking those drugs. Some forget. Sometimes you forget taking the HIV drugs. But now they are within 2 years. They have come out with so many vaccines.
Yeah.
I don't know how this.
AstraZeneca.
There are so many. Moderna, I don't know. But they have refused to come up with a vaccine for HIV, which has been with us for more than 40 years.
Yeah.
Yes, it's not good.
So they need to step up and
they need to start up and come up with a vaccine, which will you are vaccinated and you know you are like now. I know I will live longer than I could have.
Yeah.
Because I am fully vaccinated. Plus now these drugs which I take every morning. And sometimes I forget, it is not good. They better come up with a solution. The government, some who are telling us they are assholes, let them come up with an idea.
Okay, so now what can you tell people, like your way or rather your words to tell people that they need to be vaccinated, especially for people living with HIV, because they have, some of them have fears, some of them have concerns, some of them are wondering, should I be vaccinated or not? So what will you tell them? Yeah.
Number one, they should remember they have an underlying condition. So they better fight so much to be vaccinated, number one.
Yeah.
People living with HIV, they must be vaccinated. Because even people with diabetes, they better go for vaccination. Let them know, let them stop hearing what the other people are saying. People must talk. Just go and experience. So
the myths and misconceptions will always be there, but just go and get vaccinated.
Go and get vaccinated. That is the whole issue. And once you are in that condition, try to heal yourself against stigma, because stigma kills. Yeah. I have had 2 friends who have passed because of HIV stigma. In fact, my staff mates, just the stigma from the staff and the stigma from the surrounding. Yeah. One died of stigma from a maid because the maid told her that people are talking at the broad that you are HIV positive, and she just took that one and died. Yeah. The other one died also because the relatives, the mother was against. Yeah. To that misconception that I have come to take care of somebody who is HIV positive. Now I might get it. Sharing of cups. People think that when you share a cup, you will be HIV infected. So that kind of stigma has to stop. Now with the coronavirus stigma, it is worse. Remember, if what this person has touched, if you touch it, they know the virus is there. So people must be informed. We need information, and nobody's coming out to teach people that corona is there, yes, but we have to use the measures. So
there is the lack of proper public awareness.
Yes.
Okay. I think up to there we have covered most of the things, and you have encouraged other people living with
HIV. Let people go out and be vaccinated. Let people go out and be vaccinated, especially those who are HIV positive. And not only HIV positive, people with any underlying medical condition.
As a former teacher, and teachers don't want to go vaccinated, so what would you tell the teachers?
Let the teachers know that the children if they have contracted it from outside, they can pass it to the teachers. But the teachers cannot pass it to the children. So
teachers can pass it to the children too.
Yes, but you see the teachers are a few.
Okay. Yeah.
Teachers must go out. They must. I have said, teachers go out and be.
So she took AstraZeneca. My mom took AstraZeneca, both doses. My dad has not yet been vaccinated because he got COVID just last month, and I have not yet vaccinated. The rest of my family members are not also vaccinated. But as a person living with HIV, I understand that I am part of the priority groups, or the people who are most at risk of getting COVID, and I need to get vaccinated as soon as yesterday. So will I take the COVID vaccine? Yes. Am I going to take the COVID vaccine? Yes. When will I take the COVID vaccine? I am yet to find time to do that. But I am going to take the COVID vaccine because it is important for me. And for everybody who has been asking me this question, how safe is it? Or should people living with HIV take the COVID vaccine? Yes, the COVID vaccine is safe for people living with HIV. And yes, you should take the COVID-19 vaccine. It gives you a better chance of fighting, and if you're undetectable and you have the COVID-19 vaccine, you're going to fight COVID like the hero that you are. So go out there, get tested, and not get tested, go out there, get vaccinated, and let's continue doing this thing called life together. I want to see you when COVID ends, and we are going to meet interesting stories around COVID-19. So up until this moment, I really hope you reached the very end. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I go back to the question that I asked the very first time, just in case you forgot. Why do you think it has taken so long for us to get a HIV vaccine, but we got the COVID-19 vaccine in less than 2 years? Bye-bye. See you next Friday.